It was still dark outside when Helen, 72, stirred awake. She was always proud of her discipline, up by 6, coffee by 6:15, dressed and out for her walk by 7. But that particular morning, something went wrong. She swung her legs out of bed a little too quickly, stood, and within seconds, everything went black. By the time her neighbor found her, it was too late. Helen's story is not unique. Every year, thousands of older adults face sudden health scares during the first hour of their day, often from things they've done for decades without a second thought. What changes with age isn't just how we feel, but how our body reacts. The same routines that served us well in our 40s and 50s can begin to turn on us in our 70s. The circulatory system slows its response, hydration takes on new importance, and balance becomes more delicate. Mornings, once automatic, become a critical window for safeguarding health. And yet, most people don't realize the risks hiding in their own routines. This short guide will gently uncover 4 of the most common and quietly dangerous morning habits among older adults, each one affecting key systems in the body: the heart, the brain, our balance, and our overall energy. These aren't dramatic, obvious dangers. They're small oversights, but left unaddressed, they can have major consequences. The good news is, none of the solutions are complicated. In fact, they're surprisingly simple. A few mindful adjustments in the morning can protect your independence, improve your energy, and help you move through the day with steadier confidence. John's story, age 75. I always thought my fall last winter was just clumsiness. But when my doctor explained what happens to blood pressure when you jump out of bed too fast, I realized it wasn't my fault. I just didn't know. If you've ever felt lightheaded in the morning, skipped your first glass of water, or grabbed coffee before eating, this guide is for you. Let's gently rethink the first hour of the day together. There's a quiet danger that happens in bedrooms across the world every morning, one that sneaks up on older adults who, just moments after waking, go from lying to standing in a single motion. It seems harmless. But for those over 70, that simple action can trigger a cascade of symptoms: sudden dizziness, blurred vision, weakness in the knees, or worse, a fall. This condition has a name: orthostatic hypotension. It's when your blood pressure drops sharply as you stand, causing less blood to reach the brain for a few seconds. Younger bodies often adjust quickly to these shifts. But as we age, the cardiovascular system takes longer to respond. The vessels stiffen, reflexes slow down, and the body doesn't redistribute blood as efficiently when changing positions. The result? A wave of lightheadedness that can strike when you're least prepared, right after leaving the warmth of your bed. Many people blame themselves for being clumsy or think it's just part of getting older. But the truth is, it's often preventable. With just a few mindful steps, you can reduce your risk of dizziness and dangerous falls first thing in the morning. Here's a gentle 3-step approach to transitioning safely from bed to standing. Pause while lying down. Upon waking, stay lying flat for a minute or 2. Breathe deeply and stretch your arms overhead. This gently signals to your body that it's time to shift gears. Move to a seated position slowly. Roll to your side, swing your legs over the edge of the bed, and push up with your arm to sit. Sit quietly for 30 to 60 seconds. Feel your feet touch the floor. Take a few more deep breaths. Stand gradually, holding onto something if needed. Use a nearby steady surface like the edge of the bed or a chair to help you rise slowly. Let your body settle into standing before walking away. This simple routine helps your circulation catch up to gravity. Over time, it becomes second nature, a kind of quiet self-respect, a pause before motion. Ruth's story, age 78. I used to pop out of bed like I always had. Then I fainted in the bathroom one morning. My doctor explained it was my blood pressure, not me. Now I take my time. I sit, I breathe, and I haven't had another scare since. If you've ever felt woozy after standing, this small shift could be the most important change you make. It's not about slowing down, it's about starting strong. In the next chapter, we'll look at another invisible risk hiding in plain sight: what happens when we skip water in the morning. You wake up, stretch, maybe put the kettle on or start preparing breakfast, but forget one of the simplest and most vital things your body needs after a night's rest: water. It's an easy habit to overlook, especially when we don't feel thirsty first thing. But as we age, our bodies lose some of their ability to signal thirst properly. That means by the time you feel thirsty, you're often already dehydrated. During sleep, the body loses water through breathing and perspiration. For older adults, this mild overnight dehydration is more than just a dry mouth. It can affect your heart, brain, and even your ability to stay steady on your feet. Morning dehydration can lower blood volume, making it harder for the heart to pump efficiently. Worsen existing high blood pressure. Slow circulation, leaving you feeling sluggish. Increase the risk of strokes and heart attacks. Impair focus, balance, and coordination. And yet, many people go straight to coffee before taking a sip of water, adding a diuretic to an already dehydrated system. So how can you turn this around? The key is to make morning hydration automatic. A simple glass of room temperature water, before anything else, can gently wake up your organs, rehydrate your system, and support circulation for the entire day. Here are a few gentle ways to make it part of your morning. Place a glass or bottle of water by your bed before sleeping. It's there when you wake. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if it makes the taste more inviting. Start with a small amount if you're not used to it. Just a few sips can begin the process. Some people worry that drinking water too early will send them running to the bathroom, but hydration actually helps regulate urination over time. A well-hydrated body works more efficiently, and morning water can even improve digestion throughout the day. Eleanor's story, age 75. I used to think tea was enough. Then I started waking up with headaches and feeling foggy. My daughter suggested water first thing. I didn't believe it would matter, but I tried, and I couldn't believe how much clearer I felt. This small habit is an act of morning kindness to your body. It doesn't take more than a minute, but it sets the tone for a better, more balanced day. In the next chapter, we'll explore a surprising culprit that can upset your morning balance: drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For many, the scent of coffee brewing is the very definition of morning. A comforting ritual, a daily treat. But for older adults, drinking coffee before eating, especially on an empty stomach, can quietly cause a range of problems. The issue isn't the coffee itself. In moderation, it can be beneficial. The problem is when and how we drink it. In your 70s and beyond, your digestive system becomes more sensitive. The protective lining of the stomach thins with age, and stress hormones respond more quickly to stimulants like caffeine. When coffee hits an empty stomach, it can spike cortisol, the body's main stress hormone, cause jitteriness, anxiety, or a racing heart, irritate the stomach lining, increasing acid and inflammation, trigger heartburn or acid reflux, disrupt blood sugar regulation, especially if breakfast is delayed. In short, coffee before food becomes a shock to the system rather than a gentle wake-up. But here's the good news: you don't need to give up coffee to protect your health. Just soften its entry. Here's how. Have a small snack before your first cup: half a banana, a slice of toast, or a few crackers. If solid food is hard early in the morning, even a spoonful of yogurt or warm oatmeal can act as a buffer. Avoid very strong or black coffee first thing. Add a bit of milk or plant-based alternative to reduce acidity. Wait 20 to 30 minutes after waking and after drinking water before having your coffee. These gentle adjustments help your body stay balanced. Instead of a spike in energy followed by a crash or discomfort, you get a more sustained, calm alertness. Frank's story, age 77. I used to drink my coffee within 5 minutes of waking up. Then I started having stomach cramps and thought it was age catching up with me. My doctor asked one question: "Do you eat first?" That small change, toast before coffee, changed my mornings completely. Many of us hold on to old routines because they've always worked. But your body changes and your habits can too, without losing the comfort and joy they bring. Next, we'll look at something even more subtle: what happens when we ignore morning stiffness and try to push through it. You wake up and try to swing your legs out of bed, but your knees feel stiff, your lower back aches, and your hands don't quite want to close. Just need to get moving, you tell yourself. Maybe you push through it, hoping the stiffness will wear off on its own. Sometimes it does, but often ignoring that stiffness is a missed opportunity and sometimes a risk. As we age, the body produces less synovial fluid, the natural lubricant in our joints. Overnight, when we're not moving, this fluid settles, muscles cool down, tendons tighten. The result? Morning stiffness that can make even simple movements uncomfortable or hazardous. For older adults, this stiffness isn't just an inconvenience. It increases the risk of missteps, falls, or strains during those early moments of the day. But here's the encouraging part. Just a few minutes of gentle movement each morning can reawaken your joints, restore circulation, and prepare you for the day ahead. Think of it as a kindness, a gift you give your body before asking it to carry you through the tasks ahead. Here's a simple, chair-based routine to begin with. Ankle rolls, seated. Roll each ankle slowly in circles 5 to 10 times in each direction. This boosts circulation to the legs. Shoulder circles. Lift your shoulders gently and roll them backward and forward. Loosen the neck and upper back. Wrist and finger stretches. Open and close your hands slowly, then rotate your wrists. This is especially helpful if you experience stiffness from arthritis. Neck turns. Gently turn your head from side to side, pausing briefly at center. Seated march. Lift one knee at a time in a slow march motion while seated. This warms up the hips and improves blood flow. All of this can be done in 3 to 5 minutes. You can even do it before getting out of bed if mobility is limited. Just simplify the movements. The goal isn't intensity, it's kind awareness. Margaret's story, age 72. I never thought a 10-minute stretch could change my mornings. I used to feel like I was made of stone when I got out of bed. Now I sit in my chair, do my little routine, and I feel like I'm giving my body a chance to catch up with me. You don't have to become a yoga expert or stretch for hours. You just need to listen, to move gently, and to honor what your body is telling you. That first hour of the day can be an invitation, not a battle. There's a quiet strength in noticing how your body feels when you first wake up, noticing the habits that no longer serve you, and gently choosing a new way, one that protects your health, honors your age, and respects your rhythm. You've now seen how small morning mistakes, the kind most people never think twice about, can slowly wear on the heart, the brain, the joints, and the balance that keeps you safe. But you've also seen how simple, intentional choices can reverse that. Let's take a moment to remember the 4 gentle shifts we've explored. Pause before standing. Give your blood pressure time to adjust. Let your body catch up with your will to move. Drink water first. Replenish what was lost overnight. Give your heart and brain the hydration they need to function smoothly. Eat before coffee. Protect your stomach and nervous system from stress. Let food buffer the stimulation. Move before activity. Ease stiffness with kind movement. Prepare your body for the day ahead. None of these require major changes. You don't need a gym membership or a complicated plan. Just a few mindful minutes each morning, rooted in awareness, not pressure. These aren't just health tips, they're invitations to reconnect with your body. Adele's story, age 79. I used to think getting older meant learning to live with discomfort, but now I see it's more about learning how to listen. My mornings feel calmer. I feel more in control, and I don't dread getting up anymore. You've already taken the first step, curiosity. From here, it's about consistency. Try one change this week. Add another next. With each new habit, you're building a safer, stronger, more peaceful start to your day. And perhaps most importantly, you're showing yourself the respect and care that you've always given to others. Because you deserve that every morning.